Drake, you got a chip.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We'll see the Golden State Warriors facing Galatasaray Lead Hospital Istanbul. So Golden State will get the first possession. And here is Barnes to the left side wing. Curry kicks to Barnes. They kick it out to Green. Shot clock at 6. It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Galatasaray. The pass to Goldman. Inside. Offensive rebound. Meets off. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line from Galatasaray.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for two.
He hits both from the stripe. And here are the Warriors now. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Curry. That's good on the jump shot.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
And Barnes comes to help. Here's Gorlum. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Galatasaray on D. Curry kicks to Barnes. Back to Curry. Let's go. No good off the front iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Essig for the three. And he gets it to go.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Curry to a 4.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Now Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Goulier to the paint. Pass to Potzis. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination focus that time.
For Galatasaray, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And a player. Really excellent focus that time.
For Galatasaray, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Curry with it. 5 points in the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Down low, it's deflected. And here's the fast break. Here's Essig to the middle. Passes it to Mitsov. Over to the left wing. Here's Gorlum. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. They get Stephen Curry. Galatasaray shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for 2.
He's off on the first. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. And he sinks the second. Warriors trail by 6. The feed to Bogut. 3-pointer. And the Warriors miss again. 3-on-3. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He has 5.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Thompson for the triple. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And here is Galatasaray. They're on a 13-5 run. That pushes it to double digits.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
And it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Thompson comes with a double team. Here's Goulet, and it's sent back by Bogut. And it's out of bounds to Galatasaray. They'll retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Arslan. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it. Reverse that one home. Now that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that. Body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
So it's Galatasaray now, leading by 5. They recover it. Here's Iguodala. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Thompson.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here is Livingston, looking for his first basket still in this one. To the inside, 7-foot shot. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
That's his first personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Galatasaray.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Warriors trail by 5. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I spoke with Galatasaray's head coach for a bit. He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Now, here's Spates. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Iguodala against Carter. Arslan. Galatasaray again missing.
They've got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Yeah, it's a game of inches, and every play counts.
Kicks it out to Barbosa. Buries it from 3-point range. Barbosa's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive, guys, on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
So it's Galatasaray now. They've led by as much as 10.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
For Galatasaray, they've made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Kevin, you look at their free throw percentage. They've been very efficient from the line today. That's a big factor.
So both teams changing it up here. And he can't hit the second. Thompson dishes to Curry. It's good. This game is all even. Curry's got 7 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Green with the rebound.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
That gives them the lead. And it's 6 points for Klay Thompson.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed. Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside, because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Good on the shot. Green's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Warriors.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Over to the left wing. Here's Korlum. No luck. Great D that time from Green. Warriors leading by 5. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Rebound Bogut. Here's Golden State. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Curry. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. So it's Galatasaray now. Here's Erceg from the arc. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Outside Curry. From 13, that's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Different look here for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. The rebound by Ezeli.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Out of bounds, Galatasaray takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And Galatasaray will go with a different look here. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Harrar, that one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here is Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Young with the steal. Down low. And the layup is good. Now it's just a 3-point Warrior lead.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. .157 left in the first half. Iguodala kicks to Barbosa. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Barbosa's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, and their offense scorching now. Red hot. They've really turned it on.
I just don't know if you can play any better offensively, making it look easy out there. And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
.116 left here in the second. Out to the wing. There's the three. The shot is off, and it's Galatasaray the other way. Out to the right wing. Here's Goulet, and it's all evened up. Here is Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Now here is Barbosa. He's guarded closely. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Galatasaray.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Carter pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Carter's got his first 2 points.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run. And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Harar. Offensive rebound. Hiskin. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kane's team.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Kicks to Thompson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
And guys, you know what? Neither did the defense. I don't think they had a clue.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Green leading the charge. Thompson passes to Bogut. Golden State moving it around. Inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Goulet. The pass to Potzis. To the left side wing. Here's Erceg. Great D that time from Green. And so here is Golden State. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Goulet passes to Mitsa. And the shot is good. 6 points for him.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul.
Now into the lineup for your Galatasaray.
So it's Galatasaray now. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Erceg. And that misses. That would have put him up.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside, Green. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 5. Good on the jump shot. Thompson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Pass to Goldman. Here's Erceg, guarded by Green. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Stolen away. Pass to Mitsov. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Picked away. And here they come. Here's Potzis, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. That's good. And Galatasaray leads by 1.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Pass to Thompson. Pulls up. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. 1:58 left to play in the 3rd. Lets the 3 fly. Barnes grabs the miss. And it's the Warriors' ball. They trail by 1. And he lobs it up. Out of bounds. Galatasaray takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Warriors trail by 3. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Over in the corner, Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Green's got 5.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's Carter. And the rejection by Iguodala.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And Green gets it to go. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
I'm looking over there at Greg. He's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Clark.
he is.
Yeah.
Me
Listen,
too.
the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Nikolov covered by Barbosa. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. From downtown, he got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. Galatasaray trails by 3. The pass to Goulet. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul.
Harrison Barnes. That's his first personal foul.
Piskin guarded by Curry. Here's Potzis. From outside, off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Curry with a wide open look. The 3-pointer is right on target.
For 3.
Curry's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Warriors. Pass to Gonlin. Shot from 6. And the rejection by Iguodala. And that one's good. Warriors leading by 4. And here is Curry. Thompson right side. Iguodala outside. Just 5 to shoot. Curry outside. Warriors the rebound. The dish to Iguodala. Puts up a 3. Good. Iguodala's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Curry's shot is off. So it's Galatasaray now. Here's Erceg. Gonlun covered by Barnes. And it's Spates with the rebound. Warriors leading by 5. Thompson from long range. This is the mark. His 3rd miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Passes it to Gonlun. To the paint. Over to the wing. Shoots from 14. And he hits the jump shot.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Feeds it to Thompson. Takes a 3. Shot is off. And it's Galatasaray the other way. Potzis guarded by Kerr. Here's Potzis. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Thompson outside. Spades dishes to Curry. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Out to the right wing. Potzis. He's covered by Thompson. Potzis.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Here's Thompson, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Galatasaray again missing.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
Fast break, here we go. Here's Erceg. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Green kicks to Thompson, and he lobs it up toward the rim. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. this was an excellent all-around performance for the Warriors.
Good point, Steve. And Clark, they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
I like their fortitude, their toughness, particularly in terms of dealing with adversity. Anytime things didn't go their way, they just put their nose down and stayed with it. And because of that, they were able to pull away.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Stephen Curry. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And it's a completely new group here for Galatasaray. Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Eggy Arha. That's his first personal foul.
It's the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Sean Livingston. 2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
Nikolov. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now, let's check out the Jordan player of the game, Steph Curry.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. You know where I come from.
Did all my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flagrant foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold a city down. Anyhow, they gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 thou. I could conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges, I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
Yeah.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers facing Galatasaray Leave Hospital Istanbul. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And the pass to O'Neal. Pass to Fox. Clock at 6. Shoots from 12, and he hits the jump shot. Fox has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Lakers. Passes it to Gondlin. Plays it up and banks it in.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Bryant. And here is O'Neal. Back to Bryant. Lets it go from deep. That doesn't go. Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got Miami facing Galatasaray Leave Hospital Istanbul.
Where's my time?
So it's Galatasaray now. Here's Goulier, defended by Chalmers. To the wing on the left. Here's Potzis. Buries the long-range jumper.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
James kicks to Bosch. Shoots it. LeBron, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
To the paint. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Galatasaray takes possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
So it's Galatasaray now. It's a 5-point game. Here's Essig. Pass to Mitsov. Tries again. Shot is off. Excellent D from Wade. And it's Miami's ball. There's the three. Shot is off. Here's Goulier. Now the pass to Mitsov. Here's Goulier. Wade is covering. A floater. Miami grabs the miss.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
James has a two-pointer. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
That shot wide open. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke with Galatasaray's head coach for a bit. We talked about the strategy as it applies to D. Wade. He said Dwayne can score at will when he gets into a rhythm. So our job is going to be prevent him from getting into that rhythm in the first place. Because if we can't do that, the points will just pile up. Most opponents are completely aware of that, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now here's LeBron. Cans it from downtown. LeBron's got 7 points in the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Goulet passes to Mitsov. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And a wide open look for James. And the Heat, another three.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Heat making a change here. Miller's checked in.
Mike Miller.
On defense, Miami. Here's Mitsov. Rebounded by Chalmers.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
It's Miller on the wing. It's rebounded by Galatasaray. Here's Goulet. Here's Potzis. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
And I like the fact that the ref's going to give him a little bit of leeway there and a lot more than they used to.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Pass to Mitsov. Here's Erceg out to the wing. Goulet passes to Mitsov. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Crisp pass into the paint.
And here are the Heat. Wade outside. And here's Chalmers from the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Miller with the double team. Potzis passes to Gondlin. And it's good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Three-pointer, Wade, and that one's good. Wade's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's Potzis. A three-pointer is right on target. 8 points for him.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Miller outside, kept alive. From outside the arc, and good on the basket. Book it. Miller's got 6 points.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And Wade slams it in.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
Down low, they get a hand on it. Wide open. That's short off the rim. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Heat lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
No problems knocking that one down. And that's 13 points for LeBron.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
The Heat leading by 6. Allen outside, feeds it to LeBron from 13, and it's Miami with another.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And here is Galatasaray, and stolen by James, pushing their lead to double digits. James has got 17.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Out to Carter, to the left wing. Harrar, that's in there. Carter with the assist.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
LeBron drives in, and he dunks it down.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Galatasaray trails by 9. Arslan, he's guarded by Battier, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
He hits the second from the line. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And Cole kicks to Battier. And the Heat, another 3.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
And there's the call on James. Piskin, and it's sent back by Bosch. The drive by LeBron. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. They swipe it. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Young. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
The shot no good. Some solid defense from Battier. To the inside. It's tipped. Young with the steal. Harrar. It's hauled in by the Heat.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough. His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Galatasaray trails by 11. Screen by Young. And there's the feed to Carter. To the middle, Harrar. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. He's got 5.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Bosch misses.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 21. Six on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Battier for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will to date.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
Carter outside. Takes it from 10. Can't hit. The Heat go the other way with it. LeBron outside. 1:31 left in the first half of the game. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Galatasaray.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
Now here's Allen. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Poked away. Pass to Cole. Beyond the arc. And there's a call on Bosch. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's a completely new group here for Galatasaray. And a new group in for the Heat. Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Bosch. Miller comes in for James. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Allen. And it's Chalmers in for Cole.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint. They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Inside, here's Mitsov, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And so we conclude the first half. Heat out front, they're up by 7. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. The second half about to start here in just a few moments.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 21 points, and he sprayed home 3 three-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
That's good. 8 points for Dwayne Wade.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Offensive rebound. Piercing. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Galatasaray shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2.
Good on both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Wade outside. Haslem a screen. Puts up a 3. The shot is off, and it's Galatasaray the other way. Here's Potus. Wade with the block. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Miami. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Now, here's Chalmers. Haslem a screen. Chalmers dishes to Bosch. Three-pointer, Wade. Good, and it's Bosch picking up the assist. And 11 points for Dwayne Wade.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Here's Goulier, defended by Chalmers. Goulier passes to Gonda. Here's the 3. That's good. He has 7.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Chalmers with it. It's Allen on the wing. Puts up a 3. The shot is off. Galatasaray trails by 6. Potzis passes to Gondlin. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Wade can't hit. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Down low, it's tipped. Here's Goulier. Pass to Gondlin. To the inside. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Mitsov.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now, here's Chalmers. Bosch with the bucket. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Gondlin, he's guarded by Haslam. Hersig, and it's Haslam with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Bosch kicks to Allen. Six on the shot clock. But they get it back. No good there off the double clutch. They push it up 4 on 3. To the right side. Here's Hersig, defended by Chalmers. And the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside Bosch. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. Offensive rebound. Over in the corner, Chalmers. Here's Hersig. He's got 7, and he gets the bucket. He's got 10.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Haslam, that's good.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Galatasaray trails by 4. Here's Hersig. To the middle. Here's Mitsov. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The Heat making a switch here. James checked in for Bosch. Battier comes in for Allen. Miller's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 21. Elbow shot. That one wide left. Out to Battier. Throws it up high. Dives for it. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Arslan. He's guarded by Battier. Arslan. The teardrop falls in. And Galatasaray leads by 3.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The Heat trail by 3. LeBron outside. He kicks to Battier. Just 4 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Battier's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Miami. The dish now to Young. It's stolen by Haslam. In transition, here comes Miami. And it's Cole missing.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Miami now. Haslam dishes to Wade. And he lobs it up. Haslam, that's good. And the Heat lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And Cole kicks to Haslam. Soft touch off the glass.
That's what this team needs right now. Solid scoring chances.
Haslam's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. There's the screen. To the paint. Kicks to Young. Out left to the wing. Good on the triple.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Here's Cole. It's Miller on the wing. To the middle. Young with the steal. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. So both teams changing it up here. Miami trailing. And here's Bosch for 3. Count the bucket.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
The pass to Gondon. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Now, here's Chalmers. Bosch passes to Miller. From past the arc. Good, and it's Bosch picking up the assist. And the Heat lead by 2.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Here's Goulet. And another 3 for Galatasaray.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Now, here's Chalmers. Haslam dishes to Wade. Lets it go from deep. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Galatasaray calls timeout.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now. Looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. I got a chance to hear what the home team head coach was saying to his players. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
Now here is Haslam. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Bosch. With the fadeaway. Cannot hit.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
That is good.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
1:35 left to play in the final quarter. Chalmers' shot is no good.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
A rebound by Mario Chalmers. Now Bosch. Wade left side. The 17-footer. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. 16 points for Wade.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Greg does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high pressure situation, clutch play. I love it.
.107 left in the fourth. Here's Erceg. Wade is covering. And there's the call on Udonis Haslem. And as usual, he's the one directing traffic out there, guys.
And guys, he always has such a firm grasp of exactly what the game plan is. He's always talking, making sure that all five guys are on the same page.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Goulet, defended by Chalmers. It's in! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here is Haslem. D right on him. Goulet passes to Potzis. To the wing right side. Buries it from outside.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
Now here's Chalmers. No good with the wing jumper. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And he commits the intentional foul. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
At the line from Galatasaray.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here, so now it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
And the Heat call time here. They trail by 5. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? And they're going to draw up something where they can get a quick shot and then maybe a foul.
That's got to be the game plan here. I mean, free throws are really their only hope. Points with the clock stopped.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bosch kicks to James. Can they get it? The shot misses. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live. They don't love her, they just love her how we live.
You was never around, had to hold it down. We the youngest, we was thugging, you was